Aquarius. How you doing, Aquarius? So this is going to be your July 2019 reading. I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Aquarius, the first thing that I see, some of you could be starting off in a new job where there could be some challenges coming to you. Now, for some of you, this could be challenges within work, or this could be challenging challenges within communication with somebody you work with, or just challenges with communication, period. I feel like some of you are having a hard time saying some of the things that you need to say. And it could be that you're dealing with people that may be confusing you when it comes to one, either how a job is supposed to be done, or two, where a relationship is going. I feel like for some of you that there's some confusion about how something is done, and you're like, okay, what are we doing? What? So for some of you, you could be in a relationship with somebody where you're kind of getting one vibe, or they could be saying something, but their actions are saying something different. Or you could be dealing with a work colleague or somebody where the actions and the words are not adding up with that too. And for some of you, there could be some confusion where it's almost like we need to talk. But some of you may be having some fears about talking to someone. Now, this could just be trying to hash some things out. Like maybe you got some plans that are coming in and you're kind of giving your thoughts on it. You're waiting for somebody to give their thoughts on it. And maybe there is supposed to be some type of meeting of the minds. So some of you could be having some really deep discussions with a partner or someone concerning your future, whether this is about money or about love. I feel for some of y'all, this could have something to do with moving, maybe trying to find the right location for you. For some of you, this could be moving to a new home or maybe house hunting with a partner. I have a client that is trying to look for some land. So this could be really talking to your partner about, okay, what direction are we going? For some of you, this may even be trying to find a job and trying to figure out, okay, where do I want to be? Is this a good place for me to make money? Now, for some of you, because my client is trying to start a business and look for a house, you literally may be trying to figure out how you can combine where you live with making money. You could be some type of therapist, or you may have some home-based business or something that you're trying to get into. Whatever it is, I feel like you're using your skill set to either create a job. So some of you may be trying to go into business for yourself, or you've gone to school and you've developed a certain skill set and you want to make money off of it. For some of you, you could be completing your education. Some of you, you may have a child that's going off to college or going off to school, because I feel like somebody is going to be going somewhere where they're possibly learning something to help them bring in more money, help them bring in more financial stability. For a few of you, I feel like there could even be worries. Some of you may be worried about if you have a child. I'm getting issues with a child where you could be worried about a child, whether this is sickness or whether this is education, where you have to come up with money. So some of you could be worried about, let me get in the center here. Some of you could be worried about coming up with finances to take care of a child or take care of a situation that has to do with a child. If not, if you don't have children, this could literally be starting a business or something that is like a baby to you, and you're trying to come up with the money to make sure that you have everything that you need. I feel like Aquarius, for some of you, if you are trying to start a business, some of you may be pulling back from the social scene where it's like, okay, I don't really have time and energy to put into just going out and hanging out. Some of you may be trying to really focus in on your money, or either your money could be so tight that you really don't even have the extra funds to be running the street. Some of you may be worried about your finances, and it's making you go into hermit mode, Aquarius. And I hope I said Aquarius at the beginning. Lord, because I'm picking up other signs. Some of you definitely could be dealing with air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, fire, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Maybe even a Cancer or Pisces, Scorpio. So for some of you, I feel like you could be going into hermit mode because either your finances may be a little bit tight, or you're just deciding, I don't want to be around people right now. I want to focus in on my work and my business. I do feel conflicts coming to you. So some of you maybe have some issues where you're dealing with people that are questioning what you're doing or questioning your direction or where you're going. Especially if you're trying to start something, you may have some people that could be a little bit jealous of what you're trying to do. They may be trying to put doubts in your mind. Oh, can you do this? Is this really the good thing for you, the right thing for you to do? So some of you could be dealing where there's some self-doubts or issues coming in over movements that you're making in your life. But whatever it is, I feel like you're strong enough to push through. Some of you are starting a new chapter in your life. This could be midlife crisis, empty nesters. But this is somebody I feel like you don't have any type of obligation holding you back. So for some of you, you may have some freedom, whether this is even going through a divorce. You may have some newfound freedom where you're doing some of the things that you want to do. There's an awakening. There's new perspectives coming in. You're looking at life differently. There could have been some changes that you're going through and you're handling things a little bit differently in your life. For some of you, this could just be you being older and literally going through some change in your life where everything is not so, you don't have to be so structured. Some of you may be honestly coming to a place in your life where you're learning to relax or learning to breathe or learning to just take life the way it is. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius. All right. So we have Ace of Swords. We have Two of Cups. We have Two of Wands. We have Three of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with a relationship where there could be some cheating or confusion. We have the Hermit. We have Seven of Swords. Won't apply to everybody. We have Seven of Cups. We have Page of Swords. We have Knight of Swords. Queen of Cups. What is that? King of Wands. The Chariot. And let's see. Page of Wands. Two of Swords. Six of Swords. Three of Pentacles. Six of Wands. Four of Pentacles. And an Ace of Pentacles. So for some of you, with this Ace of Swords and this Two of Cups, some of you could be dealing with, and then we got Two of Wands. Some of you could be dealing with some issue in a partnership. Won't apply to everybody, but for some of you, you're dealing with a three-party situation. Some information may have come out. Somebody may have seen something and it caused some type of problem or emotional pain, whether this was you seeing it or somebody else seeing it. For some of you, there's definitely some information that came out that could have been really, really challenging to a partnership. And for somebody, it could have caused emotional pain. Now, with the Seven of Swords, this could have been feeling like somebody stole somebody from you or somebody came in and caused some type of issue within your relationship. Basically, what it's showing is that somebody came in and took something away from you, could have caused some emotional pain with Three of Swords. For some of you, this could even be some type of surgery, something being taken away from your body. Now, I hear biopsy. So for some of you, this literally could be going through some type of surgery where either you're having something removed or there's some type of, I don't want to say cosmetic. I don't really feel like it is cosmetic for some people. I feel like it could be something that doesn't need to be there, whether this is a mole, a tumor, or something that maybe needed to be taken out. And that's for a few people. But for some of you, you could be dealing in a situation within a relationship where you thought something was moving forward with somebody. You thought you had a partnership with somebody, but it hasn't been the easiest of partnerships. We have some challenges that are coming in. So for some of you, you may have had an issue where you're connecting with a soulmate, but there's some karma attached to it, and it's just not been the easiest relationship. Like I was saying in the beginning, some of you could really be confused about something that's going on, and maybe Three of Swords is kind of giving you the warning that if you are suspecting something, you may need to look a little bit deeper, because you could be dealing with somebody that is involved in a third-party situation, or they're not telling you everything that you need to hear. Let's clarify. The Hermit card is showing in, and this is showing somebody that's pulling away from a situation or pulling away from a person. And it could be because of challenges, something that they found out, or they just don't want to put more energy into a relationship. Aquarius, Aquarius, Aquarius spirit. Aquarius, July, July, July. Aquarius. Let's see. All right. All right. So for a few of you, let's see. For a few of you, we definitely have some type of toxic relationship. Two people not seeing eye to eye, anxiety with love, arguments and resentment, and a lack of progress. And then we got Ace of Spades, excuse me, a death of something. Now, because I'm losing my voice, remember I said that maybe some of you may have to talk something out with somebody. Some of you you may know or see that something is not going right in your relationship, but you may not be vocal about it. Now, this could be in a romantic relationship because I get with the Swords. This is emotion attached to it. For some of you, you could be dealing with a third party situation where there's something going on. Maybe you have a clue, but you're not seeing anything about it. For some of you, if this is a friendship or something like that, you could still be turning your head and not dealing with it. You don't want to see something. For some of you, there's some challenges that could be going in with relationships around you. This could be behind your back. For a few of you, I feel like you already know. You know some things are going on. Some of you might even be looking at people a little bit differently. The Hermit card could be you taking some time back to really think about it. Is this really happening? How should I move forward with this? Should I say something? For some of you, you may be hurt. You could have gotten caught off guard by a situation that happened. And for some of you, maybe you're seeing something that you didn't want to see. And now it's like, I need to pull back from this person and figure out what I'm trying to do. Some of you may be seeing some type of clarity in a relationship. And now you're not sure if it's something that you really want. With the Two of Swords, sometimes this is not wanting to see a problem, not wanting to face something. This could be two people that are having a hard time compromising on something. Now, whether this is, like I said before, if you're house hunting or looking at property with somebody, maybe you see something you like, they see something they like, but maybe you're not coming together on it. Maybe the price or everything is not what you want. Some of you are trying to compromise with a partner, but I feel for some of you, because we have arguments, this could be literally arguments about a relationship where two people are pulled in different directions, or somebody else is pulled in a different direction. Some of you Aquarius could definitely be dealing with fire, water, and we got a lot of air cards. You could have an air sign person, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, that could be causing some problems within your life. We definitely get some challenges, some things that are said. And if this is not an air sign person, you could be dealing with somebody that is saying some things. And I keep getting social media. So I don't know for some of you if this is something being posted or something being said about you on social media that you don't want to hear. Or this could be somebody having a really heart-to-heart conversation with you and you don't want to hear what they have to say. Could be somebody that's being a little bit too bold, too direct with you. And for some of you, it may make you feel some kind of way. Now, for some of you, you see this problem is happening, but we got the Seven of Cups, and this is maybe not wanting to see. Maybe you're distracting yourself with a lot of things because you don't want to deal with situations that are coming in. For some people, you could just be flighty. You could just be in your head. You could be all over the place. And it's like, what problem? There's no problem. There's no problem. What problem? But there is a problem, Aquarius. So for some of you, if you're trying to pretend and procrastinate in fixing something that needs to be fixed, that could be fixed with a conversation. Some of you don't want to have the conversation. So you could be pretending like there is no problem and going in hermit mode. And some of you may not be talking to people or dealing with things because of this. For some of you, there could be a depression that's coming up too, and that could make you pull away from people. I feel like if you are going through some type of depression, that it's basically needing to get away, needing to do something maybe on your own. For some of you, this is vacations. If you've already taken a vacation, this could be planning for another vacation or another trip. And it could have been because something was found out, something aggravated you or caused you to be depressed. And now you feel like you need some time away from someone. Could be taking a road trip with the Chariot card. Some of you may be taking a road trip with a partner, away from a partner. But with the Six of Swords, there could have been something going on that needed to be addressed, and two people are not addressing it, and they feel like, okay, maybe we need some time away. Something to open up the communication with us. Won't apply to everybody, because I feel for some of you, you might be having really good relationships, but some Aquarius are definitely having some issues. There's arguments. There's not seeing eye to eye. There's not two people compromising together, whether this is in a work environment or a love relationship. Somebody's pulling away from a situation because they either don't feel like anything is being done about it, or they don't want to deal with it. Let's see. I feel for some of you, if it is a relationship, there may be talks about going to therapy or going to counseling. Somebody might be really frustrated. Like, I keep getting like somebody saying the same thing over and over and over again. And it's like, do you hear me? And the person is going, yeah, I hear you, but I don't feel like the action is matching up. So for some of you, you may be doing lip service to somebody, but you're not really following through with action. Or this could be somebody doing this to you, Aquarius. They might just be telling you what you want to hear, and deep down inside, it's not solving the problem. You don't feel happy. You don't feel confident that a problem is solved, because some of you are feeling really, really confused. Some of you could be dealing with somebody who's just playing games. This may not be a love partner or somebody that you're married to. Could be somebody that you're dating, spending time with, but they have you confused. They're telling you one thing, but their actions say something else, or either they're acting like they're really into you, but they're not communicating the way you want them to communicate. I feel for some of you, you want something deeper. You could be in something superficial and it's like, I want more. Make a commitment, say some things, but the person that you're dealing with could have options. Now, this is general. It could go both ways. This could be you having options and somebody wanting something deeper with you. But I feel like somebody wants to get married, and the person that they're dealing with is just kind of dragging their heels. Like, okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. And you're like, when? We've been talking about this. When are we going to get married? When is it going to happen? So some of y'all are dealing with somebody that really is playing games. And it's causing doubts. It's causing doubts within you. Some of you may even thought about moving in with this person, but maybe it's not working out the way you want it. So now it's like, I got to go find a place to live. I do feel for some of you that you're walking away from a situation where there's no growth. And it's because you either got to find your own place or you need to find your own stability. I do see for some of you, you need financial help, or you need money coming in. And that could be with this Ace of Pentacles is coming in. Some of you are looking for a job, and you're going to get some good news about it. Some of you could definitely be using a skill, learning a skill, and turning it into some type of business that brings in money. But I feel for some of you, you could be getting trained by somebody. Could be starting a new job and getting trained. And it's because you need the money in. Aquarius, some of you may be deciding that you're either going to start a business while you're working another job, because I feel like two people are pulled, or people are pulled in two different directions when it comes to making money. So this could be more than one job or more than one money opportunity. But it's showing with some of y'all need the finances to come through. Let's see. I feel if you are dealing in a relationship where somebody is wishy-washy, the Ace of Spades is basically saying there's a death to the situation where this person may not want to move forward with you anymore. There could be a distance that comes between you and this person. Maybe that you're moving somewhere else or they're moving somewhere else. And what you thought may have developed is not going to develop because there's going to be a distance between you and this person. For some of you, this is actually a good thing. You could be moving out somewhere and starting a business or getting a job. For some of you, I feel like if this is somebody moving away from you, you may have a hard time with the change because you hoped that something would develop. And now with this distance going in, I feel like some of you don't want to be in a long distance relationship, something not working out the way you wanted it to work out. I also feel like there could be some signing of some legal papers. Now, This could be with some type of notary. This could be with some type of contract. I feel like people are purchasing either homes or they may be getting an apartment in July or August. So some of you could be signing paperwork for that. I feel like when it comes to business, some of you have really good opportunity and good money that's coming in, Aquarius. I think the love life may be a little bit off for some people, but financially, it could be some things that are coming through that really elevate you. Definitely feel like for some of you, you're putting money to the side or you're saving money, and it could be possibly because either you're trying to purchase a business or start a business, or there's property or a house that you want. So some of you are putting your money to the side. I also feel inheritance where somebody may be getting a loan or getting some money from family to help them move forward financially. Some of you definitely are faced with an opportunity, but you may be worried about, can I afford it? You could be really, really tight with your money and you're waiting for an opportunity to come in and bring in more money. So you literally could be looking at a home or looking at something, a vehicle even, and wondering, can I afford it? So some of you, the money situation may be tight. Maybe your budget is really, really, really tight and you're worried about being able to move forward. It's almost like you have ideas and opportunities coming in, Aquarius, but you feel kind of stuck right now because you're waiting on the financial aspect to come in, or you're waiting for something to open up so you can move forward. So either you're waiting for paperwork to be signed so you can move forward, or you're waiting for this job or this money to come through so that you can move forward. Now, Six of Wands is showing victory, which means that you have something positive coming in, good news coming in. This could even be starting something and being recognized, using your skills. Where is that card? Using what skills you have to be recognized that puts you in the forefront. Whether this is a job or you venturing off with your own name, it looks like there's something opening up that could bring in victory for you. Yeah. Being recognized for your quality of work, being recognized for what you do. So for some of you, if you are trying to start your own business, I feel like your name or your status could possibly carry this business. If you're looking or starting a new job, you may have somebody who says, I've heard of you. I've seen your work. I know your skill set. Now, I do feel like for some of you, there could be competition coming in within work, which means that if you're waiting for a job or you're waiting for something to come through, there could be other people that you're going against. You could be starting some type of business where there is some competition, not for everybody, but for a few people. There definitely could be some competition in it. Showing you meeting your goals and completing them, which means that if you are trying to start a business or you're trying to work with something, that you're actually, with the Nine of Clubs, you're able to do this successfully. It's showing that you're making some type of change. You're learning new things. So some of you could be going back to school to bring in some knowledge to make more money. I do feel for a lot of you, it is going to open up a door for you where you're using what you know to bring money in. So if you're trying to start a business, it looks like it could be successful because we have business success based off of your skill set, what you know, making something happen, new job coming in. So there's some creative ideas or something that you have, and you're going to be able to turn this into a money maker. For some of you, you're going to be doing this for your own business. For a few of you, you're going to be doing this with a job. But I feel like these people have sought you out, or they looked at your resume and you're perfect for whatever they're asking you to bring to the table. There is some procrastination and delays. This could be with paperwork. This could be some things that need to be done before this really manifests for you. But it looks like you have some things that are going to manifest in a positive way. Some of you definitely are having some issues within your relationship. There's arguments, there's disagreements, and it could be about money or it could be about what direction each one of you want to go. For some of you, you're dealing with somebody that can be a little wishy-washy in their thinking. Well, I kind of want to do this, but then I kind of want to do this, and I'm not really sure which direction I want to go. Might be driving you crazy, or it could be driving them crazy. I see for some of you, there could be a lot of travel coming in for the rest of the year. So some of you actually may be using this job or this business to travel. If not, this could be vacations, but I feel for a lot of you, there's money attached to this. There's recognition attached to it. Some of you, if you've been having issues with your back or upper body, you may need to go to the doctor. There may be some type of talks about surgery that are needed. I don't feel like it's any surgery is, serious. But I feel for some of you, this is something that may be a little tweak. Maybe something that you can get a shot for, or they manipulate something and it works out for you. But it could be some issues that need to be addressed with a doctor. I also feel too some type of digestive situation where some of you may feel like you're a little bit more bloated. You're either retaining a little bit more water, or there's something that you're eating that's kind of working against your digestive system, and it could cause you to be bloated. Not for everybody, but for some, you may have to watch the food that you're taking in. There also could be a need for more physical activity for you too, Aquarius. Let's see, Aquarius, July 2019. Any other messages, Spirit? Any other messages? Some of you definitely is showing anxiety in love where you may have options. You may have a few people that are coming your way, which is really not bad unless you're married. Now, if you're married and you got 5 people trying to connect with you, that may be a little bit something. But for some of you that are single, I feel like there's unnecessary anxiety. Like, do I want to be with this person? Do I want to spend time with this person? And I get it. A lot of you may not want to, waste your time and just be with a fuck boy or a fuck girl. But I would suggest going out on the date and getting to know people instead of staying at home stressing. Do I go out with this person? Do I not go out with this person? Because I feel like for some of you, you're not actually even going out on the dates. You're just stressing about it. And it's because you have suitors, not a suitor, but suitors. Some of you, your money's not right, and that's why you don't feel comfortable dating. I do get money management problems. Some of you have to be really careful that you're not pissing off your money and spending it on things that you really don't need. I'm getting a lot of doubts when it comes to adulting or living your life. Some of you could be old as dirt, but you're still trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do when I grow up? Could be midlife crisis. Some of you just could be lost, could be coming out of a divorce or something, and you just really don't know which way to go. But I see somebody struggling with depression, with anxiety. And for some of you, I feel like this has been lifelong. This may be something that you dealt with from a child all the way up to an adult. And you kind of go through these moments where you feel loving, and in some moments you just feel depressed and you want to be by yourself. And it is showing that you're battling this. So for some of you, this is chronic depression. You're trying to feel better, but maybe your body is working against you. I definitely feel for some of you within the next 3 to 4 months, if you're looking for a home or you're looking for property, you are going to find something that you like. And I feel like there could be a move that happens really quick within the next 6 months, within this year. Some of you, if you are house searching with a partner, be honest. Don't just go along with it because you feel like, oh, this is what they love. And deep down inside, it may not be everything that you want. Some of you are holding your feelings back when it comes to this. And it could cause resentment or anger somewhere down the line because you just kind of conceded to what somebody else wanted. So, compromise with your partner, but be honest with your partner. Some of you, if you're in some type of group or organization, you could get let down by some friends. Maybe something that you said is told to somebody else. Could be screenshots of a conversation that you didn't intend to get back to somebody else. Could end up making you lose two friends, the friend that you were talking about and the friend that actually did the screenshot. I do see disappointment because somebody put something out there that you didn't want them to put out there. If you're sexting people, Aquarius, be really, really careful that you don't end up with your vajayjay or your dick on somebody's social media. Somebody could get mad at you, have your picture, send it to somebody else, and they post it. But I feel like disappointment with a friendship because something is put out there that you didn't want. Whether this is a picture or a conversation, be really careful with who you're dealing with. I see a dispute, arguments, and then a loss of a friendship. If you're doing business with this person, and there could even be a loss of money. But some of you are going to encounter a negative event where you are disappointed or let down by a friend over something that was supposed to be private. So if you don't want it out there, don't put it out there. With 10 of Cups, I see some of you definitely are going to find your stability, whether this is a home or property. There's a connection with somebody. Some of you with the baby girl card and the anxiety and love could be missing a daughter. It falls on top of your depression. That could be something that makes you feel more depressed or gives you more anxiety. I do see going to a party if you're single and meeting somebody, new love coming in, smiling a whole lot. Some of you with the surgery card and meeting this new person, maybe you got new booty, new boobs, new pecs, new calf implants or whatever. You go into this party and you feel like you're on point. Some of you definitely, your confidence is going to be up and you could be attracting somebody else. The cheating card is showing that either they could be married or you could be married, though. Take your time with it. Take your time with it, Aquarius. You might be putting out them sex vibes, but the person may already have somebody that they're married to. Some of you could just be feeling horny for somebody. But you could be in a relationship. I feel like there's a lot of masturbation and porn that's going on for some of you. And it could be because of health issues. Maybe some of you are having problems with your health and it's the only way that you can get off. Won't apply to everybody. So before I get all those messages in there, it will not apply to everybody. But for some people, you're not cheating with somebody physically. You're looking at something on TV and beating your meat or tickling your taco because it makes you feel good. And maybe it's because you're having issues, back issues, or, something that is maybe deterring you from having physical contact with your partner. So you got to take care of yourself the way you got to take care of yourself. Feel like this is you doing it to you, though. Don't feel like your partner is helping you out in this situation. So some of you could be doing this privately. Be careful that you don't get busted. Some of you are going to definitely have a partner that will not understand this at all. Not everybody, but some of you. Some of you got a partner that may come in and join you, participate in it. But for some of you, you might want to clear your search history on your computer. All right, Aquarius, I hope this definitely connects. I feel like we started getting really, really weird at the end of it, Aquarius. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it there. Wish you all the best. I love you much.